Hey, Scruffy. I didn't see you all the way back there. How you doing? Okay, I guess you're ready for food, huh? Okay, well, bring out your food. I got your party cuts with real chicken and beef. And I think I put too much kibble in there tonight again. Oops. Up the door. Okay, I'm gonna step past you and get the food on the table here. Get the glove. Okay. So last night was a pretty good night with Scruffy. He seemed to be happy to see me for once and kind of into the pets, and he didn't scratch, didn't hiss, and he even jumped up on that chair, which was like a first time. The only time he's ever jumped up on that chair is when I was trying to lure him up there with food. And yeah, that's the first time he just kind of voluntarily jumped up there. I assume he wanted me to pet him up there. He quickly jumped down, so I don't know, maybe it didn't work out, but I like the enthusiasm. So I don't know what to expect tonight. I'm still nervous about all the scratching he's been doing, so I'm still a little bit on guard here. He just bumped his head on my leg. I think that was an intentional rub. Oh wow, he lifted up his leg. That wasn't a scratch. Oh, okay, Scruffy. I don't know why you did that. Okay. So, going back to the strategy of making him wait and meow for more pets when he scratches me. So yeah, I did feel the claw on the finger. So it wasn't a glancing swipe. That's disappointing. Having such a good yesterday. So it was cold again today. Weather keeps saying it's going to heat up, and it never does. The sun actually did come out today, though. I think it was mostly overcast yesterday. Today was more sun. It's just cold. So I did go for a walk. Tried to go a little earlier again. And don't think I was quite as successful as yesterday, going quite as early. So when I got back, I was debating if I was going to continue watering the garden or just skip it today, and I ended up just skipping it. It was getting close to sunset, and preferred if it was a little warmer, because part of the problem is that hose is still spraying on me, so I always get wet when in water. And since it's cold, it's not something I like to do. Park wasn't too busy today, though there were some people there. Yeah, yesterday was a little more people. I actually saw some looks like merchandise. So it looked like there was another little vendor fair or something going on again. But they moved into a different location, a much smaller section of grass off the sidewalk. I wouldn't even call it a field. It was more like just kind of a grass barrier. So I think people would take the sidewalk. So let's see. The other day I mentioned there was a little dog that very sad looking. It's a very small dog. It's having a hard time walking. So it looks like the dog was either really old or deformed or both. And the owner was taking it for a walk. But yeah, the dog was definitely having trouble walking straight. And so I saw that dog and owner again. And the dog was still having trouble walking. It's wearing kind of a sweater or something like that. I was actually kind of wondering if the sweater was almost like a support harness or something to keep the dog straight. Because I noticed its head was crooked and its tongue was sticking out. Yeah, so he did that yesterday, where he'd meow at me and I pet his neck under the chin. And yesterday, I saw Boots at the entrance of the park, at least with the entrance where I go in. Kind of looked at me suspiciously. Yeah, Boots looks a little devious. It always looks like he's up to something. So I actually like it when I see him down at the park instead of over in this area, because when he's in this section of the neighborhood, I think he's going to be causing trouble for Scruffy here. And let's see, today, I saw one cat. It's actually in the residential houses, so it wasn't in the park. It was across the street in the houses, and it was running through all the yards, or walking through all the yards of the people, or houses. I may have seen that cat actually once. It's a gray and black striped one, not the one I normally see like in the front of the houses where the woman feeds them, or the other one that was sitting next door while somebody was with a power saw. This is like completely opposite side of the neighborhood and park, so I think it's a completely different cat. But I saw him once, I think, in the park on that side. But yeah, it's kind of a slow day today. Not a whole lot going on. Just trying to get some work done. So I think we're about food time here, Scruffy, huh? What do you think? Yeah? Want your food? Yeah? Scratch me one more time. Okay, let's get your food. Okay, get your food. Let's see, so I saw Scruffy very early this morning when I woke up. Actually, no, it was a little after I woke up. Sun was out, so he was sunbathing. So he's lying out on the deck in the sun. And then, yeah, when I brought out the water around lunchtime, he was sleeping around the corner, and was able to get a picture of him. And yeah, he was awake when I came out, obviously. He heard me. So he continued lying there, but watching me. So I figured, yeah, he wanted me to leave. So so I went back inside, and then the moment I went back inside, he got up and started walking over to the water bowl. So once again, he waited for me to leave. So I filmed him drinking water from the window, and yeah, he basically took his time. He's a very slow drinker. I think he eats his food faster now than he drinks water sometimes. And then he eventually just went back to what he was doing. So I got up kind of early today, though not that early compared to the past several days. So I've been waking up before sunrise, I think, past several days. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about yesterday. So yesterday, I was so tired from the previous days because I've been getting up so early. I actually went to sleep early. I was so tired and just said, no sense staying up. So I was concerned though I'd wake up in the middle of the night and wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. But fortunately, I actually slept the whole night, and I actually woke up at sunset instead of before sunset, which, because I went to sleep so early, I was actually more than a full night's sleep for once. I don't think I've had one of those. I can't even remember. So that was actually really nice, getting better than a full night's sleep for once. So today, I woke up actually a little later. Though I think I had trouble getting to sleep as early as, definitely not as early as the previous night, but at my normal time. So I'm kind of worried I'm going to have trouble sleeping again tonight, and I'm going to wake up early again tomorrow. But we'll see. I left the door open. So I hear the microwave beeping. I should close that door, it's so cold. Too late now, I'll probably just scare Scruffy. But I'll let him finish eating and he'll go in. So another thing I mentioned, it's a week or two ago. So there was a really bad stock investment or trade that I got into like 7 months ago, and that went really badly. Like basically, the day I got in, basically crashed and crashed hard over the weekend, and then on Monday I was like screwed. So for 7 months I was battling my way back, trying to get back to even, and that was basically a nightmarish investment for 7 months. But and so I was trying all these different tricks I was learning about investing and how to repair trades. So there are different techniques you can use to try to get back to even faster. And finally, one worked. And I got out by the skin of my teeth a couple weeks ago, or whenever it was. So it's kind of a roller coaster trade. So it got to my break-even point and shot way past it too early. But the way the trade works is you can't get out early. You have to wait till the end. And so the risk is now, well, there are two different sides. So one, there's a psychological thing where if the stock keeps going up and up and up, you don't get to participate in that, because part of the repair part of that trade is you gave up the rights to any extra gains to basically improve your chances of breaking even. So on one hand, you have the psychological thing where you're missing out now. It's like, why did I get to this repair trade in the first place? But then the other part of it is, if it doesn't stay there, when the expiration comes, you'll lose it. So you're still stuck in the trade. So anyway, it shot through my target zone, and then last week it started crashing again, and I got out the skin of my teeth. Perfect landing. So I was happy. So since then, the stock's been crashing again, and so I'm really happy that I got out. And actually, just past couple days, the stock really tanked, and so I'm really looking like a genius now. That's just luck. But I'm so glad I'm out. So I think I'm going to call it here. He's kind of far away. I don't think he's coming back. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.